Hey guys, it's Taryn. So I'm back with another budgeting video. Oh. I'll edit that out. Alright, so I haven't had a budget video in quite some time. It's been about 8 or 9 months because I'm back in school, back in nursing school, got braces, work full time, have a husband, 2 dogs. Whew. But I am going to try to upload once a week on Sundays because that's usually my free time, so we're going to see how that goes. So, we've been budgeting, we learned how to do Dave Ramsey, we learned the debt snowball, and you've been doing it for a while and you're like, this is kind of boring, I want to spend money, I don't want to budget forever, so I've come up with 10 ways to get you back on track to your budget because everybody falls off it every now and then, but it's all about getting back on the budget. So, the first way that I found to keep on budget is that I have my debit card and I put a little piece of paper on it that I taped on that either says what my savings account balance is, what I want it to be, or something like, do you really need this, Taryn? Do you really need to buy that $40 purse? No. And then when I go to swipe it, I have to think, I should be saving this money. So that's the first way that I've learned that helps me not spend as much money because let's be honest, I'm quite a spender. Okay, so the second way is that I have 2 dedicated no spending days, which my biggest spending days are Saturday and Sunday. So for this month, I'm going to try to spend 0 money on Saturday and Sunday. That means stay at home, eat at home, or do free activities, spend time with family, be with friends, watch TV, anything like that except spend money. I don't really have a hard time spending money Monday to Friday because I'm either at work or at school or at home sleeping. So those, I don't really spend a lot of money those days either, but I definitely make up for it on the weekend. So I'm going to try to do that this month. Stay tuned. Number 3 is to meal plan while grocery shopping. So what I mean by that is to take a list, eat something before you go so you're not hungry and everything doesn't look absolutely amazing, and stick to the list. Another great thing that you can do is to look at the grocery store savings flyers before you go and plan your budget around that because that'll help you save a little money as well. So number 4, I've touched on this before, is money envelopes because it's a lot easier to slide that card than to pass over money. So if you keep your money envelopes, you've got your cash, you know how much you can spend, you know that when it's gone, it's gone. And with the debit card, it's kind of like, it's probably there, I'll just go ahead and slide it. But if, slide it, I can't talk today, but if you have to pass money, you're less likely to pass it. Next best way I have to save money is a yard sale. Instead of buying things, why don't you go through every room in your house and see what you can get rid of. I actually had a yard sale last weekend and put $500 in my savings account, so I was really excited about that. It was stuff that was in the back of my closet I hadn't used or didn't use enough, or stuff I didn't even know I had, and I just sold it. If I didn't love it or use it very often, I got rid of it. So the next one kind of goes along with number 5. So number 6 is to go through your closets. Clothes are kind of hard to sell at yard sales, I've found. So what I do is I bag up all my clothes that I want to get rid of and I take them to secondhand stores. Like around my area, we have Plato's Closet. So I take everything there and then they decide what they want to buy. And they give me money for that, and then I leave them with them, and then what they don't buy, I take to Goodwill and get the tax write-off, which will help me at the end of the year. So number 7, I kind of have this one twice. Sorry guys, it's only a 9 list. Number 7, plan meals around grocery store flyers, which I kind of touched on with meal planning, but it's a great way to save some extra money if you know what's on sale when you go to the store. Number 8 is a vision board. Not really a good way to help you save money, but it does help you remind you what you're saving for and keep you focused. So if you have a vision board, you want it somewhere you can see it, somewhere that it has everything, somewhere you can see it, and it has everything on it that you could ever dream of, or what you're saving for, or what you want is on this pretty vision board, which I have one in my office, I have one in my planner, I have one almost everywhere, because if you remember what you're saving for, then you're more likely to save for it. So I do have a video on a vision board, but I'm actually going to be redoing the one in my office, so stay tuned for that. The next one is looking at the community calendar, because after you've been saving and cutting money, not going out to eat, not going to the movies, not going on vacation, you can get kind of sick of staying home all the time. So a great way to be able to do things out and not spend a lot of money is to look at a community calendar, because a lot of times they have classes, pottery classes, art classes, movie days, nature walks, day trips, and they're really cheap. Around here we have a park and rec website, and they offer almost everything that you can think of for usually about $30 or less. They do have some that are more expensive, but you just don't do this. So like we do cooking classes, we do rain barrels, and so that's a good way to get out and feel like you're actually doing something without spending a ton of money. So look into that. So the next one is to unfortunately cut down on vacation. So I noticed in the past that I'd be saving, I'd be doing so good, and then my parents would be like, hey, do you and your husband want to come on vacation with us? And I'm like, yeah. Like most recently we went to Mexico. How could you say no to Mexico? So we went to Mexico. They're like, oh, you know, they've got the hotel, so we just had to pay for food. That's fine. I almost depleted my entire savings in Mexico, because once you're there, you're in the heat of the moment, you want souvenirs, you want to go out to eat, you want to see what all Mexico has. So if you can cut down on vacation, you're going to cut down on your spending tremendously. Have a staycation, stay at home, work so that you can save more money. So that is pretty much my top 10 right now that I'm trying to use to stay on track for budgeting, for saving money, because I know what we want. I know we want to buy a house. I know we want to have land. And all of that is more important than any instant gratification that I can get. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I have. Like you know, I like to keep it short and sweet. See you next time. Bye.